Hello, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your 2026 annual guidance for the whole year with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for being here. It's tea and tarot time with Julie, so grab yourself a cuppa. We might be here a little while. Put your feet up, get yourself comfy. We're going to be looking at the whole year. We're going to break it down quarter by quarter. All right. I'm going to pop up here at the end your 2025 annual tarot guidance, and you might be wondering, what's she doing that for? Well, if 2025 was very accurate for you, when you look at that, you go, okay, that gives me a much better idea how accurate this is going to be for me for 2026. So I'll pop your Leo annual one for 2025 at the end. Okay, alrighty, let's dive in then. Let's have a little look. And this is good for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. Okay, so we're going to get some themes, and then we're going to add in tarot. We're going to clarify. The camera will sort itself out in a minute once the cards are out. Okay, now start again. Okay. For my Leos, please, my beautiful lions, what do they need to know? We have in quarter one, clean it up. In quarter two, a new life. Happy days, that's nice then. Okay. Quarter three, around and around. Something has come back for you to look at again. And quarter four, yin, the energy of flow and intuition. All right. Let's find out some more. Let's put them away for a minute. Let's get your themes, your animal oracle. So this is your animal totem, and this is for the year, all right? For the whole year. What is the most appropriate message from the animal kingdom for my Leos, please, for 2026? And we have the rhino. Overcome any obstacle. Well, look at you in your power. All right, and your affirmation from the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards. All the cards I use are linked below, by the way. Oh, we want both of those. Okay, we've got two. Let's have a look. So we have change. Make space for the new. Change is coming. Allow change to unfold. And a recycle. Old is the new new. Give it another chance. Revive it. Okay. Oh, look, hello. We've got three. That one obviously wants to come as well. And this is the end, followed by new beginnings. Get ready for the best to come. Close old doors. Very interesting. Okay. Let's mind the tarot out the way for a little minute. All right, and see if we can get all of these in view for you. Yes, we can. All right, let's get you one of these. This is mine from Hoping to Having Affirmations. For Leo, please. Thank you so much for my Leos for 2026. I am already connected with that which I wish to be and have. I am already connected. Okay, this is a card of receiving. You focused on what you want and you're already connected to it, which means it's on its way. All right, so let's add in the tarot then. Okay. This is the Tarot Grand Lux. Okay, we'll be clarifying with another deck. Quarter one, please, for my Leos with Clean It Up. We've got the Six of Wands with the Five of Coins. That makes sense. Okay, quarter two with the New Life. We've got the Three of Swords with the Seven of Coins. Quarter three. We have the Two of Cups with the Page of Swords. And for the final quarter, we have the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. That combination at the end, that's very strong for marriage and any long-term, secure, committed thing. Could be a new job, a business, a product, a service, a relationship, marriage. This looks very strong for taking you to the next level, but we've got to get there first, okay? Because that's October, November, December. So let's pull it together then, right? So these are the overall energies for the year. So first of all, knowing that whatever it is that you want for yourself for 2026, start to get into the energy of I'm already connected to it. I'm already connected to that which I wish to have and be, all right? So if I want to be more successful, I want to be happier, I want to be more nourished in my life in multiple directions, I'm already connected to that. And keep reminding yourself through the year, I'm already connected with that which I wish to be. If I want love and I want my partner, my life partner, I'm already connected to it. And I'm gradually going to work my way into full alignment with it. But we know that when we look at this is the end and change, that we have a massive shift in 2026. So before I continue, can I just ask that those of you that are not subscribed, if you like my channel and you like my work, do consider it's completely free, you know, and only 50% of you that watch me are subscribed. So it would make a huge difference. Thank you very much. All right, let's crack on. Right, 2025 and 2026 are two pivotal years. By the time we get to 2027, we are in the new energy. So 2025 was really all about ripping everything open, so have a good old rummage and see what's going on and what we need to let go of and what we want to create. It's all about setting the scene, preparation, doing the groundwork. Then in 2026, we start to be able to build on that, right? So a little bit like the Four of Wands, which is that we put the cornerstones in, we built the foundations, and now we can build something on that. That's what 2026 is for everybody. But how that plays out is different for each of the 12 signs. So we know that everybody has this year of 2025 of huge change, preparing yourself for the new world, the new life, living from the heart, more ascended energy, more ascension, more empowerment, more what's right for you. That's for everybody, right? Now, the astrologers will tell you that the new year doesn't start January the 1st, it starts March the 20th for Aries season. And they're all talking about the last push is around the middle of February, and then we're ready to really step into our new life. So the first quarter, I'm telling you that because it impacts the first quarter. January, February, March is still cleaning things up, sorting things out, setting the scene, doing the preparation work, making sure that you've dotted your I's and crossed the T's, so that as the year unfolds then properly into 2026, that you are good to go. All right. So in that first quarter, with clean it up, the Six of Wands and the Five of Coins. We're going to go into that in a little bit more detail, but I want you to really embrace the energy of this is the end, followed by new beginnings. So the old energy, the old narrative, that's going to be fully done by the time we get to the end of March. So we're seeing this first quarter as the end of 2025, if you like, that we're aligning with what needs to end and we're aligning with this change. And it says, make space for the new. Change is coming. It doesn't say change is here yet. This is where it starts to come. The second quarter, April, May, June. This is where that new life really starts to kick in. So important in that first quarter to be looking at what have I missed, what haven't I done yet, what needs to be sorted, and then we're ready to go. So that change, and this is the end, and the recycle. Old is the new. Now there might be stuff that you're recycling that you look at it and say, I just needs a bit of tweaking, but I want to keep it, I want to bring it back, or I want to bring it in. So what is actually finished, done, dusted, this is the end, and what is that with a good clean and polish, I can bring it back in, all right? So what needs to be recycled, give it another chance, revive it, and what needs to be completely finished, because it'll be a little bit of both, all right? So you'll decide and discern as you look at stuff and say, do you know what, that relationship, that friendship, that's well past its sell-by date, that's done. However, this friendship with a bit of revival and a bit of cleaning up could be absolutely beautiful for me going forward, and I want to continue that. So you're looking at those kind of things, but you're also looking at any obstacles that are in your way. The challenges, the obstacles, of course we have them. You know, life is not unicorns and rainbows all of the time. We have obstacles. But Leo, they're saying to you, you can overcome any obstacle. It's a number 50. And that 50, that 5, is about change. And when we have changes, then we can hit some obstacles, some challenges, some nervousness, but you've got it. You can overcome any obstacle that is in your way. Now we look at the numbers. The number 1 is on change. 1 is the new beginning, it's leadership, it's the I. And this is the end is a number 40. Now 4s are about your foundation. So what in your foundation is ending, is complete. It could be a habit, a behavior. It could be something more physical and tangible like a home. I'm moving, or I'm selling up this and I'm shifting that, or I'm coming out of that relationship, or I'm adding in this, whatever is the foundation. And the recycle is a number 52, which is a 7. And 7 is a very spiritual number. So I'm really feeling into what is right for me. Okay, so I'm already connected with that which I wish to be and have. In that first quarter then, the clean up is a number 21. That's a 3. 3s are about growth and expansion. So for me to grow into my new life that wants to start kicking in around about end of March into April, then I'm going to look at anything I've missed that needs cleaning up, anything that needs sorting. And that 2 areas I particularly want to look at are these 2 in terms of cleaning it up. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory and success. So am I aligned with victory? Am I aligned with success? Have I got a good relationship with success, or do I fear success? Let's have a look at that. And also with the 5 of coins, this is a card of lack, of going without, of victim, of feeling unsupported, unloved. Nobody cares about me. I'm all alone. I'm on the outside looking in. And I don't have enough. I'm in lack energy. Enough support, enough money, enough care, enough anything. So what can we do, Leo, in that first quarter to really look at your level of success and your relationship with it? Your level of victory. Do you feel victorious, or do you feel a failure? And your level of lack. Do you feel abundant and in the flow and life provides and all is well? Or do you feel scarcity, there isn't enough and poor me and I'm a victim? Because we all have those pity party moments, of course. So this first 3 months is going to give you the opportunity to reevaluate and look at that again. Now, of course, I'm going to suggest to you that you read my From Hoping to Having books, because they're really going to help you, and to read them before they go off sale for about the next year, which will happen in the next week or 2. So if you're going to grab them, the 3 R's, From Hoping to Having and the Wealth and Success, grab them now. Now, the reason I'm suggesting those is because we often have a bad relationship with money. We get into this lack and scarcity. We get into success means sacrifice, and I don't want to be successful because I'll never see my family and I'll always be exhausted. We change that thinking. We change the narrative. We clean up those beliefs. And then we push forward into our new life in a much stronger way. And those books will give you the tools and the directions and the instructions on how to do it, okay? But let's find out some more about this. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite. So tell me more about the first quarter for my Leos, please. Something flipped. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Temperance, the perfect on the clean it up. Temperance is healing. It's balancing, restoring, bringing things into balance and moderation. So it's not all one way or all the other way in this big pendulum, that we bring it into balance and equilibrium. So that's what we want to be looking at with that clean it up. What can I bring into balance? What can I heal? What can I make better? And that's what we want to make better, is our relationship with victory and success, and our relationship with abundance, okay? So how do we do it? We're feeling stuck. We feel trapped. These are thoughts in your own mind, in your own head, based on your past experiences. That's the way the brain works. This has happened before, so this is the truth. Rather than saying that was a particular time and I'm a different person now, so I can experience a different reality. So I want you to look at your belief systems around it, which is what I explain in my book so much about it, because I'm an ex-hypnotherapist, well, retired hypnotherapist, for those who don't know. I understand the thinking and the mind. So Leo, there you are with the strength card showing up here in this first quarter, stepping into the strength, the resilience, the confidence, the courage to change the limited thinking. All right, we don't realize how many negative beliefs we have, and many people don't understand the law of attraction in that you get what you believe, not what you want. So do your wants align with your belief? If I want the success and enough money and enough flow and abundance, do I believe I can have it? If we don't, we will hold it at bay like a huge dam holding back this flow of abundance that wants to come in. So I want you to step into healing energy in this first quarter and really step into your strengths, which is so there. Come on, you know how strong you can be and determined to overcome thinking and limiting beliefs. They're just giving me the example of many of you will watch the news every day, sometimes 3 times a day, telling you how bad the world is and how everything's going to the dogs and how everybody is in terrible, terrible dire straits. And you buy into it, you believe it, and then you create more of it. Instead, watch videos, read books that are positive, uplifting, enlightening, that say, I can do it, I can rise above this, and this is okay. It's why I hardly ever watch the news. I tend to avoid it like the plague because it just promotes negativity and fear. And as soon as I buy into that, I watch everything start to decline. Yeah, so I avoid it and I instead meditate and contemplate and look at beautiful things like a beautiful blue sky or a flower or anything that is going to bring me into I'm in charge of my destiny, and what's happening out there has no bearing, all right? Because they're trying to promote fear constantly. So I want you to promote well-being. And I want you to come out of these thoughts that say I can't and step into the beliefs of I can, because you can. You can overcome these obstacles, okay? And these limitations to bring your world into balance. The Two of Pentacles is a minor arcana card of the Temperance. It is all about how do I get that balance. So I can believe that if I'm in balance myself and I'm in harmony myself, which is the Temperance card, then my world and my life will reflect that back to me. So your focus, if you like, for the first quarter is on healing and balancing and restoring your positive mindset, abundance mindset, victory, success mindset, and then you will start to really see the rewards of that in quarter 2. So looking at quarter 2, so this is officially April, May, June, but I want to say from the beginning of Aries season, which is the 20th of March, this is where you step into your new life. She's just waking up to the new life. She's stretching. She hasn't dived into it yet, but she can feel I'm ready for my new life. Now, one of the things we're going to be looking at here with this new life is this 3 of Swords, which is pain. This is being stabbed, hurt, let down, betrayed, upset, the wounds. We're looking at the wounds and we're saying, I am ready to have a new life and put these wounds behind me, to find a way of letting go of the past and moving into the future. I've put a lot of work into this. We've got the 7 of Coins. This is the card of I've done a huge amount of work here. So I can now start to look at the harvest. If I've been working on my wounds, my triggers, my pains, my resentments, my whatever, if I've been working on those, which you have, then I am ready to say to myself, that's done. That was then. I've put the work in and I'm ready to reap the rewards. But we can see in quarter 3 with that round and around card that some of that might come back around again. So let me explain why that might happen. So what happens when we overcome some adversity, triumph over adversity, like I've got over and got past this 3 of Swords that hurt me, I've let it go. The universe tends to, or life tends to bring you back the opportunity to prove it, kind of thing. It'll bring you back a memory or a trigger of some kind so that you can really feel into it and say, yeah, that's done. or you find yourself re-triggered all over again and you go, oh, I haven't done anything, I haven't got past this at all. Is that, yes, you have, but there might be 1% of it left that's coming back around for you to finish off that last bit. Or you may find there's no trigger at all and it came back around to show you this doesn't bother you anymore. It doesn't affect you anymore. You're totally healed from it. You're totally over it. Because the Three of Swords is important in terms of us moving forward with an open and loving heart. Ascension is about living from the heart. A great life is about living from the heart, from love, from compassion, from heart-centered, caring, loving energy. And when the heart is hurting and defensive and in pain, it's very difficult for it to open and live from a loving place. We're living from a wounded place, and that kind of puts not rose-coloured glasses on, dark-coloured glasses on. So this is the time at the beginning of 2026 to heal those old wounds. So we want to change all that thinking that I'm blocked and I'm stuck. We're going to change that. We're going to bring ourselves into balance, open up to our new life, and allow any old wounds that are still there to come up to be finally and fully healed. You've put the work in and it is time for you to reap the rewards. So tell me more about this, because that's the thing with the Seven of Coins. It's time for the harvest. I've done the work. So let's have a look. Tell me more about the new life and the Three of Swords. Seven of Wands is a card of holding your ground, protecting yourself. It is a card of your boundaries. So I don't need to worry about this Three of Swords anymore. I'm holding my ground, that this is done, that I'm over this, that this is part of my past, that I'm not allowing it to influence or affect or direct my future in any way. I know what I want. I'm already connected to it, and I'm letting this go. So you're standing in your power here very strongly, very assertively, very strong Leo energy. And with the King of Wands, again, very strong energy of empowerment, passion, drive, determination, self-belief. The King of Wands is dynamic, go-getting, and gets what he wants. So you're in this power to really be able to say, my new life is here. And no matter how many hurts and pains and wounds I've been through, they've got me to who I am now. I love who I am now. So in fact, thank you for all of those harsh lessons. And I've taken the learning and I can let go of the circumstances around what caused the pain, because I'm the King of Wands and I know what I want, and I'm not backing down, and I'm not going to change my mind. I'm ready to go forward. So tell me about the Seven of Coins with this harvest then. I'm ready for my ships to come in. Three of Wands. I'm ready to receive. You see the ships on the horizon in the distance, and I'm looking at them. I am ready now to step into my greatest life. So this new life is opening up for you, Leo. End of March through till the end of June, everything is opening, expanding. Now, this is a card also of trips, travel, overseas, expansion. If you're looking for a move over water, don't have to necessarily be overseas. It might be to the next county or to, just over the border or something, because the borders tend to be broken up either with rivers or, generally rivers tend to delineate. They do in the UK. I don't know if they do where you are. But overseas or over waters or anything that is growing and expanding you is really starting to come in now by this second quarter. So we're in this growth spurt, which we really like. So let's look at this quarter three then. We've got round and around. So quarter three is July, August, September. The round and around is something that comes back around again for you to look at again. Now, this is related, what is coming back around again, to love and connections, and that includes your own self-love. The Two of Cups is the love card, and it's not just about a romantic relationship. It's predominantly about your relationship with yourself. How much do you love you, respect you, care for you? What's your relationship like with yourself? Because you're being given the opportunity here to really look at it and to look at it again. Round and around, something's coming back round here. Now, I I'm just asking Spirit. We're probably, yeah, they're saying they will. There'll be likely to be a Mercury retrograde at that time, which is tending to be where we look back and we see how far we've come, and people from the past can come back, or things that we've created in the past that perhaps didn't come off can start to come back again. And the recycle, something didn't work before and now it's working now. This is where this starts to come in during this period, July, August, September. Now the Page of Swords is the messenger. He opens up to news and communication. So this is where you could be hearing news about something that you've perhaps been waiting for a long time, round and around. You know, I've been waiting for this and I thought it was there and then it wasn't, and now it is and now it's gone. Whatever this is, this could be an old wound coming back up. This could be an old very positive thing. I tried to create this before, it didn't come off, and this time I'm going to do it again, and this time it's coming off. So whatever this is for you during this quarter, it needs to come back around again for it to really go forward. Either that you freed yourself from it completely, or this is the time to get the success from that thing that didn't hit before. So this could be a job. You've been applying, nothing happens, and then another job comes around and this is the one that you get. Or this could be that, you tried it before to find the success, it didn't happen, and it comes around a new opportunity to try again, and this time you get it. Particularly for any of you who want to be in the limelight, like you're a singer or a musician or an artist or a photographer or anything like that, and it didn't quite happen before. This can be an opportunity because you still love it and you want it to make it happen. The Page of Swords is saying this is the time to really start reaching out about this, to send off that resume, that application, that letter, to really reach out to make this happen again. So let's find out some more. Tell me more about quarter three, please. So we've got the Six of Cups. See, this is the round and around, something coming back again, nostalgia, something from the past coming back around again. Two of Cups for you to, Two of Swords, for you to re-examine it. This is the I don't know card. I'm blindfolded, I can't quite see. But it's coming around again for a reason. So we're going to dive deep. And that's what the Page of Swords does. Research, I'm going to find out. I'm going to look into it a little bit more. So there's something coming back around here during quarter three. Now, right, let's find out a little bit more about quarter three. Okay, I want both of those. We've got the Knight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. So you are diving into this, and as you do, you are finding your offers, your opportunities, your answers. There is something very nice coming through here on the back of this, and this could be from somebody from the past or from something from the past. And by that I mean, let's say you produced or created something before and it didn't happen, and now somebody wants it, and so potentially Six of Coins, there's a money-making opportunity here, or somebody giving you a gift. Doesn't have to be making money. This could be an offer coming through to work for somebody that, you're going to get a pay rise, but this is generosity. This is having more than enough. So an offer coming through that could be from somebody you used to work for or you used to know a long time ago. It's something that perhaps you thought you were finished with, and the offer and the opportunity is coming back round again, and you feel, do you know what, I do want to do this. I do want to do this. The Two of Cups says, I love this, or I love this person. I'd love to work for you again. You were a great boss, and yes, I'm happy to come back, and I want, a pay rise, and they give you that. This is something exciting for you, and it's around birthday time, July, August, September. So be open to opportunities coming out of nowhere, coming out of left field, coming out of the past, that you don't quite know what to make of it originally, when it first comes back to you. Like, what's this coming back again? I thought I was done with that. And then you realize your heart is connected to it in some way with that Two of Cups. So the offer is here. Now, this could be for some of you This could be somebody you went to school with that you bump into and they make you a romantic offer. You know, I want to take you out, and you say, okay then. Because in this final quarter, for those of you who want it, there's marriage on the table here. There's love, there's long-term commitment, there is promotions, there is really good stuff here. So let's look at this last quarter then. We've got the yin energy, number 2. Two's again about partnership and building. So you've been receiving an offer here, and we want to take this forward. We're feeling into it and we're trusting that intuition. We're going with the flow. We're not trying to resist or control or direct. We're just allowing. And as we let go and allow things to be what they're going to be, we step into the Hierophant with the Four of Wands, a phenomenal combination. So the Hierophant, or the High Priest, or the Pope, or the Faith card, it's different names in different decks, is all about long-term, secure, stable, traditional something. So it could be a job for a company that's been there forever. It could be university, that kind of thing. That's very traditional. This can be, as we say, marriage. It's contracts, it's longevity, it's stable, and it is beautiful. Now, when we couple it with the Four of Wands, which is the cards of marriage, upgrades, improvements, promotions, new homes, moving home, mortgages. Many of you here are committing to something or someone long term. Could be a person romantically, it could be a job, it could be a home, it could be a contract of some kind that you are signing. So this looks amazing for the last quarter. And it's all on the back of the work that you've done through the year, with overcoming obstacles, allowing the change, recycling what feels right to come back again, and being able to discern and decide between the two of what's done and what I want to bring back, because now is the right time. You've been working on your balance, you've been working on your boundaries, you've been working on your power, and then you are allowing yourself to really step into the flow, and the good stuff really starts to be rewarded as a result of that by that final quarter. So let's find out some more. Tell me more. And this is October, November, December. Tell me more, please. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords with the Page of Swords. So we had the Page of Swords here, so he's out again. The Nine of Swords is worry and anxiety and sleepless nights. And so, you know, we're kind of a bit fearful of all of this. There's a lot going on here. And it's like, oh, you know, there's potentially a new home, marriage, new relationship, promotions. And it's like, oh, can I cope? Yes, you can. Remember who you are. You're a Leo. You're the lion. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle. And when we go through change, this is the end, change. And this is big change, right? That it's hairy, scary. Of course it is. It's not about don't be afraid. That's ridiculous to say that. All right? Courage is not about not being afraid. It's about feeling the fear and do it anyway, having the courage to overcome the fear, not to smash it into submission, not to ignore it, not pretend it isn't there. Change is stressful. Change is scary, even when it's good change. Yeah? You ask any bride or groom the night before their wedding how they're feeling, stressed out of their brains, but it's what they want. It's exciting, but it's scary too. All right, so don't worry about that Nine of Swords, all right? Don't worry about it. Just say, okay, I'm going through massive change. It's leading to something really long-term and stable. Am I going to get the mortgage? Am I going to get the house? Is it going to be okay? Those are normal questions to ask. Just feel it and just allow. Just reassure yourself that it's going to be okay. You're taking appropriate action with that Page of Swords. This is research and finding out. Make a phone call, look into it, find a bit more out, and then you're good to go. Queen of Wands, standing in your power. Got the King of Wands over here. Now we've got the Queen of Wands. So this could be a dynamic couple. This could be. It doesn't have to be. This can be you in your power. The Queen of Wands. I know who I am. I know my value. I know my worth. I get what I want. I am assertive and dynamic and determined, and I don't give up. And I do it my way. Right, in this deck, she's got the black cat in front of her in a time where black cats were seen as really bad news. She don't care. She loves the cat. She's doing it her way. So this is you being absolutely in your power to do things your own way. And as a result, you step into that Nine of Coins energy, which is a beautiful energy of abundance, prosperity, independence, financial security. I can do it. I'm in a really good place. The Nine of Coins is mini Empress energy. So this is your success, your abundance, everything at the beginning of the year when we had this, I need to clean up my attitude around success and victory and lack and scarcity. I've done that because by the end of the year, look at me in my power. Yes, I still a little bit stressed now and again, but that's okay. I know what I want and I'm able to achieve it because I am ready to step into, with that Four of Wands, my best life. Very nice, Leo. All right, let's add in some final messages from the angels. Final messages for my Leos, please. I don't know why these readings are getting longer. Okay, all right. From the angels, we've got ascension, which we know you are ascending. We've got source of life, giving you all that you need. And we have blessings. So 2026 is a year of abundance, of blessings, of ascension, of rising up into your best version of yourself, and you have absolutely got this. So Leo, that's what I have for you for 2026. I'm going to pop up here your 2025 so you can check that out. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful. It's worth you coming back and looking at this every quarter so you can see the next quarter, because you're not going to remember for the next year what I said. So come back at it towards the end of March so you can look at quarter two, and keep it in your saved list because that will help you re-find it. And I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.